Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I pray everyone is doing well. Hey, Ron, how are you? It's my boy. How you been? Hey, CeeLo. It's been a while. Yeah, I've been going coming on during the day, and then I trying to get back in it, basically, little by little, day by day, moment by moment. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. No, I lost my best friend August 31st. It's like my brother. Um, and just grieving my mom. Quite a few things. So I kind of had to take a break, and then I've come back, but I'm still not on a set schedule yet. Like I got monetized and everything while I was off. How are you guys? Congratulations again. On your 6K. I saw that today. I was like, okay, then. Okay. Okay, then. Okay. Oh, she said I was talking about me. Um, hey, y'all. I guess I should have tried to do something today for that before just. I didn't. I didn't. It's okay, Ron. Like real talk. It's just been life. Dang it, this is not that. I got some blessed oil right here. I'm gonna put it on my lips in a minute. Thank you. It's been a struggle, but we didn't give up. Awesome. Awesome. No such thing as giving up. Man, y'all keep grinding and like for real doing the daggum thing. I know for sure I was saying in 2021, I'm gonna do some collabs and I definitely want to do one with you. Um Hey Sin, how you doing? Um I know that I want to do one with you guys as well. It's kind of crazy. I got like 3 documentaries in my head. Couple things that I just need to get off my brain. Um, hey, Mr. Fulton, you're watching A Christmas Star today. That is awesome. Awesome. All right. So today's topic, y'all, it's Motivational Monday. And as you guys know, uh man, it's gonna be so lit. Like I don't even know what else to say. Like it's gonna be so popping. I just yeah. Can't wait. Um Push through. Things are clear beyond the eye of the storm. And so push through. Things are clear within the eye of the storm. So of course you guys know I had to go and Google things about storms, the eye of the storm, because like the title just came to my mind, and I'm like, okay, what are we supposed to get from this? Or the title. What are we supposed to get from this? What are we to learn from this? And so I started thinking about a storm and how storms form in tornado clouds and oh crap. CeeLo, don't fuss. I just remembered. I've been doing it though. I've been doing it. Um all right. So for me, um when I think about a storm, and I live in the South, and I've never seen like a tornado up close. Um, what time is the Christmas start? I don't want to miss it. I don't have anything to really see it. Mr. Fulton, what time is the Christmas star today? CeeLo, don't make me chase squirrels. See, she just threw me off. I'm not gonna read her comments. I was coming in all serious. Hey, Team Gravely, thank you for the thumbs up. If you have not, guys, please hit the thumbs up button for me. In the words of Blacklight Records, YouTube loves it, and so do I. And if you're over on the good Facebook, just give me a like, a love, angry face if you're hot at your girl. Just give me a little something, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna focus, y'all. So I cannot. So when I think about a storm and having seen how storms have seen storms form before, and have even seen where a tornado is going like kind of crazy but parallel to us, but it's going in a different direction. That's about as close as I've been. Close enough, actually, now that I think about it. So I guess that's pretty close. But something that I always thought was the storm starts from the middle and then it just carries things and go out. And all of this in the middle is still a whole bunch of junk and mess, right? So that's the way I pictured a storm. I don't know how you guys have ever pictured one, but that's the way I pictured it, that it kind of started and then, it has a whole lot of stuff right there and it just keeps building up stuff and getting stronger and stronger. Well, much to my surprise, if I had been given a multiple choice question about the eye of the storm and like how much power it has and all of that, I would have failed because the in all actuality, the eye of the storm is actually the calmest part of the storm. There's an eye wall that protects the eye of the storm, but the eye of the storm is usually the calmest, the cleanest part of the storm. Tornado, hurricane is usually the calmest part. So when I thought about that, I was like, man, okay, that makes sense, So basically, if you're in the storm and you get to the eye wall where all this junk and stuff is, because it protects the eye. It's just thinking if we can actually physically do that, protects the eye, and you get in there, and just say things seem calm because the eye of the storm is calm, but then you say you have to go back through it again. Well, the outside storm only has so much radius, and I think normal is like spreading over a 2-mile distance radius or something like that. But anyway, so when I thought about it like that, I thought about us, human beings, the things that we go through, right? Life, day to day. and trying to be very mindful of it and grateful, because we could be dead and gone, right? We could be on the list of people that woke up that never woke up dead before. And so we have to think about, the days that we get up and we, instead of commanding our day in a positive manner, we wake up with an attitude. We wake up frustrated. We wake up kicking the covers. We wake up, like just not ready to face the day. Almost real ungrateful about the day. But knowing if we were short an inch of breath, we'd be calling on the Lord. So when I thought about again the eye of the storm and us waking up in life, it was like, you know what? The storm is supposed to be clear. The eye is supposed to be clear. You're supposed to see in that, right? You're supposed to, it's the calmest part. There's no wind blowing. Everything is happening around the eye of the storm. And so it made me think about 5 things. The first thing is sometimes we get in our own way, even in the storm. If the eye wall's job is to protect the eye, and we're the eye that's in the storm, would it be wise to try to fight through the eye wall, or would it be wise to just flow with the storm until the storm lifts and moves on without you? That's a choice that you have to kind of think about. And so sometimes we do stuff before the storm has even picked up because we're trying to rush through it, and we really get in our own way and end up having to take a longer, more complicated sometimes route. That's one. And then I started thinking about like the things that are in the storm. And so people, relationships, finances, family, just different type of interactions with different people, and how, again, the eye, and we're the eye of the storm, is supposed to be the calmest part. It's supposed to be clear. It goes with the flow of the storm. And when the storm truthfully is ready to dissipate or whatever, it raises up the eye of the storm, us still good. Sometimes we find that as we try to go along with it, sometimes we stumble, sometimes we fall. Sometimes we don't flow as easily as we should. And so we kind of get defensive. We kind of create a guarded protection for ourselves, and we start building ourselves with confidence in creating our list of negotiables and non-negotiables about ourselves, right? And then sometimes we get so absorbed in who we are that we can't hear outside communication regarding who we are. And so the second part was how people be out and be like, I think that's the tornado over there. I think it's coming. It's in that cloud. And somebody else may be like, no, it's in that cloud. And everybody having their own opinion, right? But then you find yourself in this group that you fit into. Your opinion matches theirs, but your relationship with everybody in that group is not solid. Number 2 for me was, if everyone is saying the same thing about you, perhaps you need to take a look at you. I remember my grandmother used to say that, and it was kind of one of those things that you, when you get in your teenage years, you start learning more about, not in your primary, but your teen years. And if everybody's saying the same thing about you, and this is something you just have to look at when you're doing a self-evaluation. If everybody's saying the same thing about you, then what's wrong with stopping and taking a look at you? That's something that we need to do. I often talk about self-reflection, um, taking time to understand self, trying to do self-cleansing, asking God to show us the things that are that's in us that's not, okay. Um, and there's something we shouldn't be afraid of. It's actually something we should do often because we're human and we aren't perfect. Then for number 3, with push through the eye of the storm, sometimes we can't get away from the chaos of the storm because we carry the items or hell everywhere we go. We bring the chaos with us. And that goes kind of back to the last place of everybody can't have the same idea about you, or be saying the same thing about you, and there is no truth. Like at some point we have to take that again, self reflection, self evaluation, because we aren't perfect. And so if the same type of chaos goes with you everywhere that you go, then that's another reason why you need to look at you. And again, it's hard to look in. It's much easier to look out, and especially if we didn't gain some weight and we're not as youthful, we can look down, but we might miss quite a bit because it's hard to look at yourself. But that's where that meditation comes in. That's where that trying to align yourself back up with God comes in. Number 4 is don't let the storm destroy you. I think sometimes when we go through stuff, and especially in my case, I could talk about me, like it's been consecutive here. I feel like that season of famine where I think what they went through with 70 years or something like that. I don't know. But I'm just thinking the last 9 have been real. Hey, bench thinker, thank you for coming in. It makes me wonder, Lord, is it me? Is it something that I'm doing? Am I bringing all this with me? Da da da. Because like, how much extra is there supposed to be? But again, the key is not allowing the storm to destroy you, which means the storms are gonna come. Thank you so much. The storms are gonna come, but are you gonna persevere, or are you gonna let them destroy you? Are you gonna try to hold on in the calm of the storm until the storm lifts, or are you going to try to fight against the storm, getting beyond the trash that's there? And so the 5th thing I had was to just sit with yourself to ensure that you are not the storm. What do I mean by that? I remember some old women gossiping back in the day. And hey Alicia, how are you? I'm okay. Glad that you are blessed and highly favored. I'm blessed and highly favored. To sit with yourself to ensure that you aren't the storm. And what I mean by that is, have you ever heard old people gossiping or whatever, and they be like, honey, she just carry hell wherever she go. And in every husband she done did so and so and so and so. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna say I know some old women that done said some things like that, but they gossip like that, right? They gossip. but not understanding that there may be some validity to what they're saying when if they're talking about a woman with 5 different husbands, or um, um, a child being disrespectful to um, a parent. Just understanding that those type of things can be like you can bring the storm with you. You can actually be the storm, because life can hit us so hard where we're no longer our usual selves. We're no longer um, we don't accept things the way we typically would. So people really don't know how to deal with us because they're not sure what type of place we're in, what type of area we're in mentally or mental space. And so sometimes we have to sit with ourselves to make sure that we aren't the storm, that we aren't the one that's waking up with the attitude, kicking the covers, that we aren't the one that's fussing at the kids for little or nothing, or fussing at the husband because he got more cover than you do, or you think he got more cover than you, or just complaining about some of the smallest things that make no sense. And so it's like sometimes we allow ourselves or we take ourselves through things that we technically don't have to even go through. Like it's not even really on our route to go, but we go out of our way um, to create mess. Um, Jaleesa said, "Been there and still making my way through." Yeah, come on now. And I think as long as we have breath, we're going to be truthfully all making our way through. Long as we're living with purpose and not just living to die. But y'all, I knew today was going to be a short live, but I wanted to be consistent and come on. So I'm more conscious of it now, though. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been looking at some different topics because I want to, of course, stay positive and encouraging and uplifting. But at the same time, I want us to also be aware of the things that's going on in the world, and talk about how we can, as individuals, what our parts can be. And so while I think about these different topics, which I think I'm going to wait and roll those topics out in the new year. And so majority of my lives for the rest of this year are probably going to be open topic or quick moments like this when something comes to mind. I'm still torn about streaming between YouTube and Facebook. I do like the fact that that I can stream to Facebook. And a lot of times people can see it just because it's on the watch now. I don't like the fact that I have to put links from YouTube, or not even from YouTube, from StreamYard to both Facebook and in the comments on YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna think it through. But I do like the engagement of both YouTube and Facebook because the opinions are definitely different. And I do like that. May have to get me another camera so I can go and factor in Instagram as well. I don't know. But I just want to thank you guys for taking this time to spend with me on Motivational Monday. I will go down the list 1 through 5 again. Push through. Things are clear beyond the eye of the storm. And number 1 was sometimes we get in our own way. Number 2 was if everyone is saying the same thing about you, perhaps you need to take a look at you. Number 3 was sometimes we can't get away from the chaos because we carry the hell with us. Number 4 is don't let the storm destroy you. And number 5 is sit with yourself to ensure you are not the storm. And the last piece that I want to say with that one is also make sure that this is a maintenance, not when something happens, I'm going to go sit with myself, or when things break down, I'm going to sit with myself. Allow that to be a part of daily maintenance in taking care of one's self. And I think that will help in the area of not creating a storm. So, yes, I am done with Motivational Monday. I thank you guys so much for spending time with me. I pray that you all are enjoying your holiday. I am sending lots of love, joy, peace, blessings your way. Please remember you are responsible for your own happiness. And I will see you guys again perhaps tomorrow. I don't know. But thank y'all so much for supporting me. Y'all have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all on these YouTube streets. I guess night, huh? Because it's 5 here. Yeah. Good night, y'all. Bye.